Well,
Oh my God, yet again. What is it with MS Dhoni, yaar?
what is it with the IPL in recent times? We've had
4 consecutive games now.
exactly go down to the wire.
Oh God, and Sandeep Sharma
But
switching
you're
to
saying
Rahul.
as if it's a bad thing.
No, it's great. I love it. I
Of
love
course,
it.
you age thousands of years, that's another thing altogether. But oh boy, 7 of 3 with Sandeep Sharma coming round the wicket. I
good
think he'll
ball.
go for 2.
Have to.
He has to go for 2. Yeah.
No one.
Oh,
Just
good
a
for
single.
one.
Oh,
but then
6
again,
of
6
2.
of 2, 1 boundary, and you're pretty much sorted.
Jadeja just needs a 6. That's it. Let him do the finishing touches as well what he did previously. Let him do it. Or 5 of 1. What is stopping Dhoni from hitting a 6? Oh goodness gracious.
I have so many questions to ask, but I'm waiting for the game to
Waiting
get
for the
over.
game to end,
There's still 2 balls to go. Just for those of you joining us, 6 runs needed of 2 deliveries. 176 is what they were chasing. Yes, 176 is what Chennai were chasing. It's Jadeja on 24 of 14 deliveries. Dhoni 31 out of the 16 deliveries that he's faced. They needed close to 12, 13 and over in the last 5-6 overs. Then 20 and over in the last 2 overs. And where they stand at the moment, you'd have to say that Chennai Super Kings are the clear favourite to win on from here. In fact, they were when it came down to 7 needed of just 3 deliveries. It's a single that they've taken. 6 of the 2 balls that they've got. The penultimate delivery coming up. This is going to decide. Jadeja on strike.
Yes.
Let us see. Ooh, good
Oh,
ball.
very good ball.
Very
Oh
good
my
ball.
God.
5 of 1. Now Dhoni 6.
If he hits a 4, it's super overtime. Oh boy. This is the script that you all wanted. Dhoni
But
finishing
I am
for
a
the
bit
6.
surprised that was kind of an. It's a Yorker length, but where it was.
Why? He could have actually.
Why did he swing?
Exactly.
Why did Jadeja not swing?
Going with Sandeep.
No, I don't know. I'm saying why did he not swing?
Yeah, he just.
It seemed like as if Jadeja wanted to give a single. But this was no time for a single.
No time for a
No
single
time
at all.
whatsoever.
In
Oh my-
fact, he could have crested through covers of 4.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It was here, there.
Rinku Singh needed 4 of 1. He needs 5 of 1. And remember, a 4, a super over, a 6 means yet another.
Come on. Then it has to be a 6.
It has to be a 6.
It will be a 6.
Yes.
Shivam is saying Sandeep Sharma will do it, but it is a 6 coming
After
up.
those 2 balls, superb 2 balls.
Yeah, the last 2 balls was a good recovery. You need to
What
give
are
it
the
to
chances it's a
Sandy.
wide?
No, not a wide. He's got his length back.
Good chance of it being a wide.
Oh goodness.
I'm
Nah.
very interested to see what it is that he'll choose to bowl.
Good chance of it being a wide.
Wide. Well, let's
See,
see.
if I were him, I'd stick to that Yorker length.
I don't know. I just think that
Oh goodness. 5 of 1. Let's see. It's Judgment Day.
final ball.
What a Yorker!
Yeah, the Yorker.
What a Yorker!
Yorker.
Well done. Well done.
Come on, give us a jinx. You're so happy, yaar.
Well done. Well done, Sandeep Sharma. Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
If people didn't know what a banshee was, now you know.
Yeah, a wailing banshee.
Banshees is.
I know. No, banshees are spirits, right?
Yeah, but they're wailing spirits.
Wailing
Wailing
spirits.
spirits, yes. They
Well done. Well done. Well done.
My God.
Well done, Rajasthan.
But no, but
Royals.
Shiva, why are you so happy? You're
Because
a
he
Lucknow
called,
fan. Why are you so happy?
I predicted Rajasthan.
So did I.
So did I.
And you know who predicted? Shane was like, hey, easy one-way Chennai playing.
So it was there.
One-way victory. One side.
It should have
You
been.
said
They
it was-
threw away the victory.
Nah. They came close to those hammerings that they got towards the end. Otherwise, it was Rajasthan all the way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was irresponsible batting from the
Please
Chennai
change your
boys.
name. Please change.
Boss, I told you one thing. You were all the reason, by the way, everywhere I read, from the biggest cricket experts to our in-house expert in Shane Dias, everyone had said that because this game is in Chennai, Chennai are the favourite. I think that. But people forgot that Chennai would have been favourite because of their spin bowling. But here they came across a team that was one step ahead of them when it came to spin bowling. No matter what condition, I think most other teams they would beat in these conditions because spin bowlers would do well. But they came across a team with 3 quality spinners, though Adam Zampa didn't have a great game today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But But in Yuzi Chahal, R. Ashwin, two proven performers who've been outstanding this IPL. They were there. So if, as I said, mano a mano, man on man, better spinners.
I honestly didn't call it because of the spin factor or anything.
you did.
Simple. No. Chepauk vibes. Got that feeling. It nearly was, but full credit to Sandeep. Some wonderful bowling, especially after,
Last
by the
three
way,
balls.
getting hit for 2 sixes. We saw what happened to Yash Dayal when he got hit for a few. It's very easy to lose your composure. He didn't. Kept his composure. Very well bowled.
By the way, Sandeep Sharma.
Most underrated.
You were telling me, oh no, you
No,
can't.
but I told you he can nail that
He can
in
nail
swinging Yorker. I said that between Kuldeep and Sandeep, I would have gone with Kuldeep, even though he was going for a lot of runs.
I was.
But when he came, I remember we were not live, but I told you that one thing that Sandeep can get is that in swinging Yorker, he gets perfect. The problem is those in swinging Yorkers are far and few in between.
Yes.
So he can get it wrong also, as he did.
2 balls.
Yeah, and those two were full tosses that went for.
Yep. 6s. But
When he gets that in swinging Yorker, right?
he's spot on.
Spot on.
And
We were discussing that.
It should
Harshit
be,
missed it.
It should
Amazing
be
discussion.
remembered. It should be remembered that 10 years ago, India A versus Australia A. When Australia A were just going berserk, they were aiming for 350, 370. At that time, Sandeep Sharma came in, 2 overs. He bowled those wide Yorkers, gave away just 5 runs in the last 2 overs. And what happened? India A managed to restrict Australia A.
Last 2 overs as an alternate over.
Alternate. Last 2 overs that he bowled.
Last two.
5 runs.
Gully cricket style.
We'll give him
Gully cricket
back
is
to
not
back.
allowed, yeah.
Back to back.
Back to back overs, gully cricket also doesn't allow.
331 Australia A were restricted to on the same Chepauk wicket. Same Chepauk wicket. And India A won.
No, but then it could have been on the same Chepauk wicket, Chennai Super Kings, 43 needed.
Of 12. But at that time, who was the opponent? It was RCB, known for bottling it up. And who did they give the 19th over to? A certain Virat Kohli. No mean machine with the ball, I'm sorry. But the equation here was much better. It was 40 needed of 12 as compared to 43 needed of 12. Jadeja got it close, 21 of 6, 2 wides, 19 of 6. But again, Sandeep, you expected 1 or 2 balls that he will nail it. Because see, he has been a good, decent bowler and the most unluckiest bowler from the 2012 Under-19 World Cup batch. Very unlucky. Out of that 2012 Under-19 World Cup batch, he still held his head high. Hanuma Vihari was there, but unfortunately he's not gotten that much of a long road.
Listen to what he's saying quietly. With the reduce the thing, I want to know. Shivam will my more. Less. Yes, yeah, you listen to it, Shivam. So, by the way, what a thriller of a game we've seen, guys.
Yes.
4 days in a row now.
4 days in a row.
Yep.
Rinku Singh.
Yeah.
Again,
Rinku Singh.
Lord Rinku.
Yes.
The Genesis.
It started with Lord
And
Rinku.
if you have to lay the blame squarely on what was the main factor in CSK's loss, MS Dhoni.
What?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Were you watching some other match?
No. MS Dhoni responsible for that 3-run loss. Yes, I say it.
Is he? Are you consuming banned substances?
Who made the equation 40 of 12? Who made it?
Yeah, he barely faced any.
How many? Acha,
He
just
struggled against
scorecard.
Ashwin, struggled against Chahal, just got 1 or boundary or 6 against Zampa.
Zampa is my smash.
No, I am sorry.
I
This
do not agree with you because, by the way, at one stage, Ravindra Jadeja consumed more deliveries than MS Dhoni.
exactly.
So then why are you blaming MS Dhoni?
I will blame him because it is right up MS Dhoni's template to take the game deep. Oh, okay. I'll just negotiate the spinners. He-
But he just walked in.
No,
okay,
no.
just 2 balls out of the 18
Give me my
that the
phone,
spinners
Is
bowled.
my phone there?
2 balls out of the 18. That's it.
No, go ahead.
2 balls out of the 18 that he faced against the spinners. Okay? 2 balls, he hit a 4 and a 6.
Yeah.
Rest of the time, just this. No,
But those are the first few balls.
Scorecard.
No, you don't need to show us that. Just go to the comments back because I want to see comments, Shivam. I can't believe
He's putting it on
Mark
Dhoni.
is blaming MS Dhoni.
Yes.
At most occasions, I agree that he has sometimes tried to take the game
Too deep.
towards the end and has faltered. On certain occasions, he's won also. Today, he can't be blamed for that. Though I will take Nikhil's comment. Dhoni shouldn't have taken a single. Sandeep was under pressure because of Dhoni, which is a very
I
valid
mean,
point.
see, you
We'll
have
get
to take the runs
no.
as it comes. You have to take the runs as it comes.
We'll get to those things. I'm going to start from the point that MS Dhoni came out to bat. Okay? Right. So, the first over that he faced, MS Dhoni, 2 runs of 3 balls. Jadeja, on the other hand, 4 of 5. Not too much of a difference.
Not too much of a difference. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then, end of 17th over, Dhoni 5 of 7. Jadeja 6 of 7.
Just as good.
Exactly.
Yep.
Next over, 18th over, Dhoni 17 of 11. Jadeja 8 of 9.
Okay.
So he's behind
Who's warming
100.
up right now? Jadeja or Dhoni?
Both.
Right now?
Both.
No, 1 second.
Both.
One second, let me finish. End of 19th over, Jadeja 24 of 14 and Dhoni 18 of 12. Pretty much the same. But my point is, at that stage, you said Dhoni is to be blamed. Why are you not taking Jadeja's name? Now you are saying both.
Both are bottling it up.
But why did you say
I will say Dhoni is responsible.
But
Why?
No intent against the spinners except for 2 balls. No intent.
how many balls did he face in totality?
6.
I said 2 balls. Barring those 2 balls,
My
this is the
point
time.
is, even those 2 balls you get 2 sixes, 12 runs.
What is the harm?
There is a harm.
And how many balls against spin did he face?
He faced
Pull
a
out the
total of
numbers.
10-11 balls against them.
Huh?
Yes, Ashwin, he faced Ashwin, he faced Zampa, he faced Chahal.
Yeah.
You knew Rajasthan had a clear-cut point. I have 3 spinners. Oh, Dhoni is there. I was like, okay, we'll employ them. 16 overs. And who got them to 40 of 12? It had to be Dhoni. He thought, okay, I hit 2 sixes. I hit some more sixes in the previous games. I can do it easily.
Achha, chalo, if I partly agree. Let's say if
I am not ready to agree that they lost the game because of Dhoni today. I'm sorry. Dhoni is the one actually who kept them alive in the game. I'll tell you why. It was 40 something needed in 2 overs.
Yes.
Right? You came in, we were in the same room. What did you say? No chance it is going to happen.
Yeah.
I gave an example of that 43 and then you said it's rare. And we heard in commentary, what did it say? 2012, so many moons ago.
Exactly.
It would never happen. But he took you to a stage where 7 needed of 3 balls, you were favourites to win. How many times would that happen?
It doesn't happen regularly now. We have to understand, this is not 2012 or 2013. This is 2023.
Wait, it doesn't happen regularly now? 3 days now on the trot we've been having.
I am saying with MS Dhoni. This is not the MS Dhoni of 2012 and 13. This isn't the MS Dhoni of 2012 and 13.
True, fair.
But look at his strike rate. He's finished with 188.
Why? Because of the way how he hit Sandeep Sharma in the last over.
So, achha, what is wrong in him knowing that a certain bowler will? If that wasn't the strategy, by the way,
Exactly.
India wouldn't have won against Pakistan also. We knew Nawaz was going to bowl the final over, and you were targeted then.
Again, okay, Nawaz was a different issue. Different issue.
Why? You knew, the world knew, the 80,000 people
You
inside
got
that
out of
stadium
jail.
knew that
You got out of
Pakistan
jail.
didn't have any other bowling option left. It had to be Nawaz to bowl that final over.
Exactly.
Virat backed himself.
And Nawaz was under pressure. bowling
Exactly.
Medium pace rather than spin.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's not bowling spin. He's
But
bowling
he
medium
was
pace.
also under pressure.
Exactly.
So would have
So
Kuldeep
what?
Sen been under pressure? Because your best bowlers have been bowled out. So they also knew, I think it was strategy on behalf of the CSK batsmen that they said, okay, we know for a fact it's either going to be a dodgy Kuldeep or a dodgy Sandeep. And credit to Sandeep, he started the over terribly.
Yeah.
One very bad wide, one down the leg side, 2 sixes, came back from that.
Yep.
But they knew for a fact that the last over was where they had the chance.
But
yeah?
I agree with the strategy of CSK. I think MS Dhoni, you keep blaming him taking the game too deep, but I think he calculated very well. And towards the end, he knew that the bowler is under pressure. By the way, if you've heard MS Dhoni in his previous occasions, he has always spoken about this. He keeps talking about this fact that as a batsman, he was asked many times, why do you take the game so deep?
Exactly.
He says that you need to realize as a batsman that if you're under pressure, the bowler is under double the pressure. So he plays on that, and that's exactly how the game played out. Sandeep Sharma, who by the way, all of you paid because of his experience, right?
Yes.
Which may have been the right call.
Yeah.
But you picked him because of experience, because you thought he'll be less under pressure. But even someone as experienced as Kuldeep was under so much pressure, bowling those two wides and not getting the Yorker on certain occasions, right? Sometimes with full toss, getting hammered for 6. I'm saying Dhoni knows that. And full credit to Dhoni, and I'm trying to think of it as a batsman. I don't think there are too many batsmen that have the courage, even though they may believe in this, even though everyone says this, that the bowler will be under pressure. But when you're batting, I don't think you have that much confidence. You may have confidence on your own hitting, but you don't think you have that much confidence on the bowler messing it up. But he does. He's so calm. And today, I think 7 of 3, they pulled it off. I don't think it's Dhoni's fault. Can I be honest? I think the game changer, if you remember, you were there, and I'm not saying it in hindsight. That single that Jadeja took.
Yes.
That ball, okay, I can agree the one that Sandeep made perfect Yorker, that was Yorker length. But that ball that Jadeja got, the penultimate ball, that was
Swing.
was, and I'm surprised he didn't try to swing at it. Had he tried to swing at it, it would have either caressed it through cover for a 4 or 2, if not both 4, or taken an edge, gone back. One of these things would have happened.
But they had short third man there. So
I'm just
that
saying-
edge would have.
I'm saying wouldn't you attempt going for it? He tried to dab it and take a single as if he needs 3.
I will again say this. Peak MS Dhoni. This is peak MS Dhoni if you are saying. He said at 15 runs required or 17 runs required in an over. He said, no, it's well out of our this thing. I was not even trying. In 2015 he had said that. 17 runs required in an over, 18 runs required. No, nah, it's out of there. Today it was 20. And this is MS Dhoni of 2023. It's not MS Dhoni of 2020.
But he still took it pretty close. I don't know.
But who got them in that position where they had to play catch up in such a way we expected a miracle?
He didn't take them.
It was.
No, he didn't take them.
59.
Please, I'll tell you who to. Please blame.
The middle order.
No, I'll tell. Please blame, instead of blaming Amazon, please blame Shivam Dube.
Yeah.
Okay, he's been
Ambati
batting
Raidu.
higher up in the batting order. Has he pulled his weight?
No.
Please blame an Ambati Raidu,
Yes.
who's been getting chances, whether even coming as an impact player. Has he been pulling his weight?
No.
I'm also saying that
Blame
maybe even look at Devon Conway.
Conway, exactly.
50 or 47.
50
Yeah,
at 131. Maybe was he, again, we ask these questions about Indian players like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma and all of that. I think ask a question to
And
foreign players.
interestingly,
Was he playing to save his spot in the 11? Because today, I'll go back. Today, what did we do in our pre-show? What was our discussion in pre-show? How did Devon Conway make it to that 11? If you were to bring someone like a Moeen Ali, would you not have continued with a Santner, who was doing very well? We discussed that.
Yes.
And I don't know if all of us agreed, but some of us were of the opinion that Devon Conway could have been that guy who
Yes,
goes out
absolutely.
because he's not performing.
Yes.
But what does that Devon Conway do today? He gets a 50, so that tomorrow when you're selecting the 11, you bring him because you look at the total score. That's what happens when you are going to be playing not for the team but for your place, because now, as I'm saying, if we are discussing, you get to know now that maybe his position is under threat, maybe he doesn't make it to the 11,
And
so blame him.
I'll just add, since we're talking a lot about strike rates for the last 4 days now, 5 days now, Kohli is played, Faf is played in this while, Warner has played, and now today
Rohit
we saw
also.
Rohit, Devon Conway, Dhoni also were there. If you were to draw a line of, let's say, players playing a minimum of, let's say, 15 balls, and since you're talking about the T20 format, and anything a strike rate of 120, 30 is not good enough these days. If you see that scorecard and let's say have that 140, let's say, as the strike rate threshold, let's say, or that cutoff, how many players really passed that test? Look at that. Chepauk, can we have a look at the scorecard? Even then, there are 3 players. I just saw Mahendra Singh Dhoni has the highest strike rate.
Again.
Yeah.
188, minimum 15 balls faced.
He is.
Look at that.
But we are again missing the point. That is inflated because of what he did in the final over.
But he did it now.
But look at the
But it
broader
wasn't-
context. He struggled against spin.
Doesn't
In overs.
I can't
You
understand
have to-
how
I
does
am
it matter
just
whether I
saying-
struggled against spinner or fast bowler or whatever.
We saw
At the end of the day, you needed runs at 188 strike rate to win the game. He got you that.
But that is why he was never a T20I finisher.
Array,
That is the
no,
major
but I'm
crux of
saying-
the problem.
You can't blame.
Taking it too deep has backfired more often than not with MS Dhoni when it
No.
comes to T20 internationals.
Today I am blaming. Please take that thing out. I am saying, you are saying that MS Dhoni needs to be blamed. I am a big fan of Ravindra Jadeja also. Same amount of deliveries that he has
Yes.
paid. Please compare the strike rate. He was in the similar situation as MS Dhoni.
Absolutely.
Why did he not get 180 strike rate? Why has he got 160? Please tell me 160 strike rate same time.
Because
Why?
before he could even begin the onslaught, the asking rate was too much.
So same with Dhoni.
So I'm criticizing both of them.
No.
He said,
No,
he
they
said
did not.
Dhoni is to blame.
Yes.
Dhoni is to blame.
No.
Because he was not doing the 3 overs very well. He didn't do well.
I don't think you took Jadeja's name.
Okay, I will
I
take
don't
Jadeja's
think-
name because see, right from Shivam Dube all the way till Ravindra Jadeja, they all flattered to deceive. Conway 50 of 38.
So again,
And even
okay.
Yuvraj failed.
Can I now list the number of players I'm going to blame ahead of MS Dhoni one by one?
Yep.
Please, Shivam, please show me that. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, Ruturaj Gaikwad, I'm not going to. He's been in outstanding form.
You'll
One
have
bad day,
some
he's
bad
out. Devon Conway, surely at that strike rate of 130. If the greats like Kohli and Rohit for 140 strike rate can also come under criticism. I think Devon Conway does.
Yes.
And by the way, I think this is a knock of a player who wants to guarantee his spot in the playing 11 because he knows there's pressure. So that is then playing for yourself, not the team. So I'm going to blame Devon Conway. Okay.
Yep.
Ajinkya Rahane, outstanding knock once again. Shivam Dube is getting chances to bat, and now it's been like 3-4 games he's played on a trot. He needs to pull his weight. He did not. Moeen Ali also, by the way, experienced player.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
they missed the
also
last
stubborn.
game, to be blamed. 3 players have counted, starting with Devon Conway, Shivam Dube, Moeen Ali, Ambati Raidu has also got a chance to play in every game. Hasn't been
failed.
putting a. That's
Yeah.
number 4. Ravindra Jadeja, same time as MS Dhoni. Worse strike rate than MS Dhoni, and I think that crucial ball, that penultimate ball, which he should have attempted because it wasn't as dangerous as the balls that MS Dhoni got. 5 names I've got. Please go to the bowling card. Please go down, Shivam.
Down.
Yeah, no, upar, sorry. Yeah.
No.
Go down.
Down.
Go down.
Yeah, I've got it. No, I've got it. Okay.
You're looking at the CSK bowling.
Yes, I'm counting the number of players that just did not pull their weight today.
Tikshana didn't do it.
Tikshana, okay.
First game?
Yeah, first game,
game,
chala,
yeah.
I will not
Yeah.
pull him there. Jadeja got 2 wickets, okay, great. Moeen went for I've already counted his name.
Yeah.
Magala again, by the way, 2 overs only you gave him.
Yes.
Again, another player who's played 2 games not pulling his weight. That's name number 6. I am saying I can think out of the 11, 6 names
Yep.
that are ahead of MS Dhoni
In the blame list.
that have not pulled their weight and are more responsible for the loss than MS Dhoni. But you have picked the first name. I'm
Yes.
going to blame
And
you.
look at the
Why?
batting lineup. Just go down. Look at the
Why?
batting lineup. Look at the batting lineup. Shivam Dube, Moeen Ali. Who are they? Left-handers. Ashwin bowling well to left-handers and settled in a rhythm. Why couldn't you have mixed and matched? Why couldn't you have promoted Raidu up? Shivam Dube down and even Moeen Ali down. Why couldn't you have?
So now you're blaming MS Dhoni, the captain. Not just the player.
And Fleming.
He's changed the,
And Fleming.
No.
He's going to change the goalpost.
He made a big error by not changing the field.
He's
He
changed
had
the
wrong
goalpost.
fielder in the wrong this thing. Batting, I'm still blaming him. He is responsible for the 3-run loss in addition to the 5. If you want to satisfy all the Indian cricket fans, yeah, 5. 5 of the others also, they failed.
Nah.
But you cannot employ that same 2013, that template, yeah. It was shattered in 2020. It's gone. That is a bygone prehistoric era. Now bowlers are much more smarter. They will not. Everybody is not like Yash Dayal. Everyone's not like Yash Dayal who will miss the length. Sandeep Sharma has gone through the grind for 11 years. He can be at least credited to 1 or 2 Yorkers, which he did.
Okay, we're going to resume the discussion. I want to involve our subscribers as well because they are part of our discussion. Okay, I'm going to take quick comments, some in favor of what Siddharth is saying, some against, as it should be. John Wick is saying Sid is being real, others are just protecting MS Dhoni. I want you guys also to come up with your comments and tell us. John Wick has had his say, he's supporting Siddharth. Sridhar Savakar says, Sidvi, please check what was the equation when MS came out to bat. From there, a 41-year-old MSD took it to RR bowlers. Then he deserves the credit. It was about 1 hit. Okay, so that is what Sridhar is saying. He does not agree with you.
Fine.
Okay, no, every type of opinion you
absolutely,
got. Yeah.
absolutely.
Vignesh just loves your comic timing. That's great. Please come down. Please come down. Please come down. No, you should accept all comments.
Of course.
Okay, Sami says maybe he's right. MS should have come early to bat.
No.
Okay, you don't think so?
No.
If he comes early in the
Yeah,
middle overs,
I would have preferred him to bat ahead of a Raidu and
Please.
Shivam Dubey.
Yeah,
he would have
I
got out
wanted him to
instantly.
bat
He would have got
ahead.
out instantly.
I wanted him to
Spinners
come
would have
late,
gotten
but
him.
ahead of Jadeja.
I am telling you
One by one. Okay.
If Dhoni had come out to bat earlier, you wouldn't have seen this equation.
Yeah.
He would have won the match.
No.
But 2 overs
It would
left.
have been 50 needed of 1 over.
No,
I'm
because
telling
the
you.
spinners would have consumed him.
Yeah.
Spinners would have consumed him.
Spinners.
You have to play him here.
Yes, this was the right
Yeah.
position for him.
Why you think he cannot do a runner ball against spinners and wait for the assault? He's that sharp.
No. Of course he can. Of course he can wait. But is there a guarantee he'll survive? No.
He would have.
No.
If he
no. Aha.
no. If he plays runner ball, against spinners, he would have survived.
I've seen him get out to simplest of balls from Narayan and Chakravarti, so I'm not being unkind here. He does struggle against spin. I would
guys
not
going
play him
away?
in the middle overs. No.
I think I won't say he should have batted ahead of Raidu, but I do say that he should have come ahead of Jadeja. Given the equation and given the fact that you are now looking at
Jadeja. No, I would have had him Jadeja earlier because in the recent past, Jadeja has been outstanding. But what Dubey and Raidu have been doing, I would have had Dhoni ahead of them, because what he would have done is okay, maybe he's not been great against spinners. I'll take Shane's point. But what he would have done is he wouldn't have tried to tonk them from the start. I'm sure even now he's capable of picking up singles. The equation wouldn't have changed because what Dubey and Raidu have done is also that only, runner ball. He would have done that and then he would have had an assault, is what I feel. But he should have come. I agree with Sammy. More comments I want to
Yeah,
take.
what could have happened? Dhoni would have made 20 of 27, then 30 of 15. That's it. That is the only difference it would have
But
made.
that is
You would have
conjecture.
delayed the inevitable.
No, let's also be fair on Dhoni now. I think he also knows that he can't get away the spinners anymore. So what he did was actually recognize his own
He hit
weakness.
a 6 of Zampa.
And 4.
Yes, but he took
And
his
four.
tour. He took a while. He took a while, but he knew.
Sure.
No. I agree with you. I'm just saying. I'm saying he's accepting his weakness, knowing okay, I might not be able to attack the spinners 10 balls out of 10.
Yeah.
I'll attack the bad balls and I'll wait for the. So I think that's.
So what's
fair.
wrong with
That's-
that?
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. That's what
Yes.
I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with
which
it.
is why I also sort of agree with Shane's point. Yes, because he couldn't have bat. Why I say that he couldn't have bat, or why he didn't come, let's say, ahead of a Dubey or a Raidu is for the same reason, because the spinners would dry out those runs.
And runner ball, yeah.
and then
Anyway, what a Dubey or a Raidu would have done, same thing
but-
Dhoni would have done.
Okay, what was the comment that you said, Shane, about good balls? What was the just comment? I just want to rephrase that.
So I said he would have played
I
out.
said
some.
runner ball, he would have.
And I said, but he would have knocked away a few bad balls, which is what he did to Zampa.
No, but
And he
earlier
would
you
have
said
waited.
I've seen him get out too.
You would have.
No, I said I've seen him get out to ordinary balls also.
You
From
said something about waiting also. What did you say?
I
he was waiting for the bad ball.
ha.
Then that is the problem now in 2023. That template of waiting for the bad ball and taking it to
that is
gone.
cricket's
No,
template, yaar.
It's gone.
No,
That is
no.
cricket's template.
I don't.
Not
Okay.
22, 23,
One second.
2012.
1 second. Are you telling me bad balls have been eliminated from T20 cricket?
If there are bad balls, if there is a bowler who bowls bad balls on regular basis, you are calculating, right? Which bowler I can target, which bowler I can go after.
No.
There is no guarantee that the
Of
bowler
course there is.
Yes,
But
you
please
are
tell
right.
me how has T20? Please tell me from. You're saying T20. Okay, let me go back 2008 when IPL started to where sitting now. Season 16.
Yes.
Okay, please tell me that is there any data to prove, or even from top of your head, that bad balls have come down? Please tell me. I don't think so. In fact, I read an article recently where strike rates are going up, which is to say that bad balls haven't. Today also, I could point out that last over that Sandeep Sharma bowled, there were bad balls also. Yeah, but when was there a situation where bad balls were more? So why should MS Dhoni's approach of waiting for a bad ball change? Because bad balls were, let's say there were 2 or 3 bad balls in an over in 2008, 9, 10. There's still 2 or 3
But
bad
there
balls.
are always bad balls and there will always be bad
You asked me
balls.
top of the mind. You asked me top of the mind.
Yeah.
RCB was a CSK 2019. 26 were needed. Umesh Yadav bowled 5 bad balls. 1 good ball, Dhoni missed, and they lost by 1 run.
So
that was also.
No,
so
so
5
I'm
bad
saying-
balls happened recently only.
Arre, so-
Will you consider it recent or past?
But what I'll say,
I'm
no.
only talking about his
So
Dhoni
you that
efforts.
is no, you hold Dhoni responsible then. So that he didn't attack the spinners enough. He waited for his opportunity. I would say for that game, I'd hold Dhoni responsible. Why? Because I waited for my chances. I backed my strength and then I failed to deliver. But today, I have stuck to my plan. I will not attack the spinners. I will wait for the weaker bowler, or let's say the faster bowlers. I shouldn't say weaker bowler, the faster bowlers to come. That's my strength. They'll miss the block hole. I'll tong them. That's my plan. The plan is there for the world to see for the last 15 years. You better your game.
Okay, one second. I'm gonna please Shivam stop. I'm gonna take a few comments. You have Piyush Nandre saying, Sid, kudos for the brave analysis. I agree with Sid. First point, you should bat up the order, but Sid is not saying it. I'm saying you should bat up the order. Dube and Raidu did bad, but they are not greatest finishers either. Okay. Sneh Patel is saying hypocrisy at pickup, keep it up. 20 from 15 balls and then 2 sixes. What a worse knock. Agree with Sid. So Sneh Patel also agrees with Sid. Just go down a bit, not so much, little bit.
Just sort of scroll karo.
Okay, go down. After 7 of 3, it was CSK's game to lose. Adit Chandni, we have agreed. So that's why I'm not blaming.
Yeah.
Just 1 second. GGK says.
Go, just scroll down.
GGK says Sid's logic, yes, nobody did well, but MS Dhoni also didn't do well, so his fault is the biggest. Is that? No. Okay, we will take a few more comments on that. Keep aside sympathy, Sridhar Deshpande is saying for MSD for not being a regular. What Sid is saying is about the approach and not just trying to hit it straight when there's a huge target pending, and what is scary is Hardik following him.
For far too long, we have been blown away by MS's finishing abilities.
Today,
he's an IPL legend, no doubt. ODI legend, no doubt. But as a T20I finisher, absolutely one of the worst in the business.
No, okay. I'll just say, yes, but I'm saying we are discussing, it's not legacy of MS Dhoni what we're discussing. The topic is not legacy. We're talking about today.
Yeah.
I think MS Dhoni today was outstanding. The way he took his team to almost a win from that situation was almost impossible. I think 7 needed of 3 balls. It was their match to win. I think that single on the one single that MS Dhoni took was impossible to get for a boundary. It was a perfect Yorker. But the one, nobody could have hit it.
Exactly.
Nobody.
So you are expecting the bowler to bowl.
So but he's already got that 180 strike rate. What else do you want?
But he bought that situation.
I think the ball that Jadeja got after that wide Yorker that he was, I think that was a hittable ball. At least he should have attempted. Whether he hold out at the end, he did not attempt.
In fact, most likely with the way the ball where it was pitched, it was a better chance he would have got a thick edge that would have flown to
That's
third
what
man.
I said. So options: third man, cover, extra cover, somewhere 2 runs, 4, something would have. But he didn't attempt it.
Yeah.
He could have gone straight also with it. Didn't attempt it. So. I mean, I'm not going to blame MS Dhoni. At the end of it,
over 16 and 17 made this situation impossible, because peak MS Dhoni also acknowledged peak 15-17 is very difficult. He had acknowledged.
But then peak Dhoni acknowledged that, but now you see Rinku Singh hit 29 runs also.
But Rinku Singh is
that's
different.
a rarity.
No, but nowadays you're seeing it happen more often than not. Teams even with 20, 21, 22 are able to chase it down. So times have
Dhoni
changed.
has done it also. 23 hit of Akshar Patel,
Exactly.
2016.
Yeah.
24 hit of Umesh Yadav, but that was in a 1-run loss. But that's okay. He at least did it.
Yes, Irfan.
But when was the
Now,
period?
I got all the comments that were praising you. Listen to the one that criticizing you. Bappaditya Karan says, this is hypocrisy at its best. MSD made this match. He hit Zampa for 6. Come on, guys. I agree with Bappaditya. Nirmay Singh is saying, at the moment, Dhoni aaj bhi maar raha hai. Mahi. As you say in the film, he's saying, Mahi aaj bhi maar raha hai. Is, by the way, Shankar Saxena is saying, is 7 of 3 left bad? I don't think so. That's what my point is. Dhoni took you there. 7 of 3 needed. Was it a bad effort? No. Did they lose because of him? I don't think so. Harish Madhisetti is saying MSD is not the future of CSK, so there is no point coming ahead. Others have to be given a chance to be able to deliver, like Dube, etc. How many years MSD will do this? He has to transition before he quits. But can I tell you something, Harish? Let's not look at future and all in IPL.
Yes.
Indian cricket, yes. Because there is no future in IPL. IPL can next year change the entire team also. So you don't have to really groom anybody, na?
Yeah.
You just get the best guy who's hitting, change it. Some guy's not coming. There's no time for grooming here. There is no time for grooming. You have to either
Here you
swim,
come, deliver.
float, or drown.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So
I will use a Formula 1 reference here, okay, Shane? It's like Dhoni is second and the driver ahead is about, say, 50 seconds ahead, okay? With just 2 laps to go, 2 or 3 laps to go. Dhoni puts in some
Change the
magnificent
title
laps,
page
out of this
someday.
world laps. What has happened at the end of the day? The main driver has won, but from 50 seconds, the gap has reduced to 6 seconds. That is the comparison
more
that
exciting.
I'm wanting to put through. Because see, 59, look at overs 16 and 17. That was what ensured that you couldn't win. And we are saying 7 of 3, but Baba, he was already playing catch up. Maar raha hai, theek hai. But he has to start hitting at least from 7th ball or 8th ball.
I'll say bhi mare yaar 7 needed of 3 was a winning situation.
I'll make a better, more F1 comparison for you here. Is that this is the equivalent of a driver towards the end on used tires, knowing he has just a little bit of rubber left, saving the last of that rubber for a push in the final part. He still has to preserve, but he knows only in the end he can really go for it. That's what he did. I really don't have a problem with this approach.
I think he won it. By the way, in all of this, and I just want to move from MSD, let's talk about Sandeep Sharma also. What a last over. Imagine the nerves he must be going through. 2 absolute, horror deliveries that he bowled. Wide here, wide there. Then imagine what tries to get the Yorker gets smashed for a 6. From there on, to make a comeback that he did, to nail those Yorkers the way he did, and to win the match for his team, absolutely incredible. Yes, you can argue that maybe 21 needed of last over should have been anyway defended by most bowlers, because you'd give the bowler more chance than a batting team to win from there. Rare, very rare do team chase that kind. But to have done it, I still credit to Sandeep Sharma. And also, see, the only other thing that I'm going to give him, we keep talking about MS not playing regularly. Also look at Sandeep Sharma.
Yes.
Out of favor, doesn't get a chance to play regularly in the 11s, has been discarded by a few franchises. From there on, comes picked by a franchise, doesn't get to play, then gets to play a game or two, and then is given like the most important over of the match. Also got to realize, if you have sympathy towards MS Dhoni not doing it regularly, look at Sandeep Sharma also to have done it. So at the end of the day, he pulled it off. So full credit to the old warhorse that he is.
And so the way he picked himself up, clearly he was, clearly he was unnerved in the first couple of deliveries. He was just panicking.
I only hope that this dispels the notion that Sandeep Sharma is not a death bowler. If he can utilize his skills, he can nail the wide Yorkers brilliantly, and for his pace, he will have control. That is the
not only wide. I was telling you about that in-swinging Yorker that he gets. Comes up to the
same one.
Exactly on your toe, next to impossibility. He executed a few of them.
Brilliant.
Just that
3 balls.
Last 3 balls, spot on.
Yeah.
And the last 3 balls doubly impressive by the fact that so much control. He started the over with 2 wides, which means in essence he's bowled 8 balls. So the nerves would have been jangling even more. But he calmed himself down, nailed those balls towards the end.
A word on, by the way, Rajasthan have won and great bowling by Sandeep Sharma. But I want to talk about the spin twins.
Fantastic. 2 for 25 from Ravichandran Ashwin, 2 for 21 from Ravindra Jadeja. Combined of 8 overs for 46.
Yuzi Chahal.
He was talking.
Jadeja and Ashwin.
He took the Indian spin twins, not the RR spin twins. But this
Chahal. Yes.
2 for something, isn't it?
I don't remember. It's just check.
Yeah.
2 wickets.
He also got 2 wickets.
He also got 2 wickets, yes. Zampa was the only one who struggled today.
Correction.
Yes.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like
2 for 27.
2 for 27.
52 runs in 8 overs.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Identical figures almost for Ashwin, Yuzi. And by the way, why I mentioned Yuzi is also he's gone now number 1 in purple cap race.
Yes.
He's gone ahead of Mark Wood.
Yeah.
He's gone behind, now goes ahead of Mark Wood. And these 2 spin twins, and that is what we've been talking, that most experts, everyone had these teams almost at the same level. But as soon as you said that it's being played out Chepauk, everyone picked Chennai as the favourites. But people forgot that because Chennai helps the spinners and it's always helped Chennai team. But this is that one team, Rajasthan, when it comes to the spin bowling attack, I think they are the best in the league so far. With Ashwin, Yuzi been outstanding, and that the fact that they added Zampa, I mean, just a bit of leeway you can give Zampa, because also playing.
They also have Murugan, by the way.
Murugan is there.
They didn't play him today. They played him in the previous match. Gave him 2 overs.
Murugan and Adam Zampa.
Adam Zampa, yes.
So in these conditions, they were always going to be the better team. Lest we forget, they lost the toss.
Yeah.
And chasing always tends to be better here.
Better, yes.
Yet they've managed to defend. So tells you the
And
depth
there was a
of this
lot of dew, by
Rajasthan
the
team.
way.
Yeah.
We constantly saw those visuals.
And imagine,
175.
Yeah, 175 though in Chepauk, decent total.
It's a good total actually.
and
Actually,
remember, thanks to them, 15 years Rajasthan have won.
Yes, 2008, the last one.
They won in the inaugural edition. They've never
that's
won in
it.
Chepauk since then.
2008 was the last victory at the Chepauk.
What a day for Rajasthan was.
अभी तक 7 मैच हुए थे इन दोनों के बीच चेपॉक में जिसमें कि 6 चेन्नई जीती थी अब 8 में से 2 हो गए
No, but the fact is the only time they won at the Chepauk was in the inaugural edition.
Inaugural
That's it.
edition.
2008. After so many
15
years.
years.
Because Rajasthan won all 3 games against Chennai in 2008. They won all 3.
Home,
Both the
away,
league
and the final.
And the final. Yes.
But what a day for Rajasthan was.
Brilliant day. And Ravi
Actually, that should be a title. Rajasthan win. Despite Dhoni's heroics, Rajasthan win in Chennai after
15 years.
15 years.
My God.
I think that should be your
Yep.
title of the video.
We will make it, yes.
This.
Yeah, it will be. Rajasthan win in Chennai after 15
Thoughts
years.
about
despite
the-
Dhoni's heroics.
Title. This should be.
Sending.
Any other thoughts that you have? We've had a few super chats. Can we take those, please, Shivam?
Oh boy. Dhoni. Oof. It's been.
We finally have some time to breathe. So hectic.
Yeah.
Nikhil Raj says, by the way, Nikhil Raj, there's only 2 letters that are different between him and me.
R and a J.
Yes.
That's it.
Sanju used spinners better than MS used after power play.
True.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You had the experienced Ashwin, yeah, in his own den. He knows what are the length variations that he has to do. So 2 for 25, and also helped by the fact that CSK continuously wanted to promote left-handers.
So Sanju, the batter, 0 out of 10. But Sanju, the captain, today was 10 out of 10.
Superb.
Very good.
Yep.
I can give him a 0. He's
The
got a duck.
student actually outwitted the Vati. Vati is the teacher. Vati in Tamil means
But
it's teacher.
in what departments would you say?
Captaincy. The
Yeah,
way
yeah.
how he utilized the spinners, how he set the field. Remember when 3 balls were required, he kept short third man. For Jadeja, in case there is a edge, I will have a fielder there. That showed, if I swing that edge, if it goes, it'll go straight to the fielder. So I'll rather dab it.
Yeah.
Brilliant captaincy from Sanju.
Sanju, the captain, was very good today.
Fantastic. Fully agree.
शिवम
with
आगे बढ़ते रहा करो please.
But
फटाफट, time
one
waste.
thing maybe that we haven't touched upon. We spoke about Devon Conway, the batsman, but we didn't sort of point the fact that he could have taken that call with that ball going down the leg side and Dubey was on strike.
That ball was missing. Not even
we
umpire.
were watching the match, like this is going down leg. How is this not being reviewed? At best, it seemed like umpire's call, and it ended up being. This is where you need an attentive, let's say, co-batter.
No,
Mapla
Conway
is just lost his confidence.
Conway was focused on stat padding today.
Yeah, Mapla is
Yeah.
lost his confidence. I'm telling you.
What are you
He's just-
calling him?
Mapla, son-in-law.
They called him
Chennai's
that because
son-in-law.
last year he went and got married.
Yeah.
I
And
remember.
he came back with that traditional Tamil attire, and boy, he was fantastic in that. There was a Tamil ritual also. The wedding was conducted when he came back with his wife. So
Oh,
fantastic.
my God. Their
So
son-in-law.
Mapla is really struggling for form.
For Mitch Marsh, we should have a reception here in Delhi.
You
then.
should, but will Delhi be able
With
to
butter
do
chicken
it?
and butter naan.
Let's see if.
Why not?
First you have to win.
I could have it every day.
You have to win first.
Yeah.
After that you can do it.
At some point, there'll be that solitary win.
Yeah, it will come.
Yesterday was your best chance, to be told.
Yeah.
I was actually backing Delhi to win.
Maybe SRH also that game.
Nah, the SRH is still
Yeah,
better.
actually, see, Delhi's 2 wins in knockouts have only come against SRH, not against any other team. 2019 and also 2020.
Yeah.
You won only against SRH, you never won against any other team. Oh.
Mehraj Rules from Canada says MSD for World Cup. Come on, trollers.
No.
He had his time, please. Folded hands. Emoji gone, please.
SP Roy says, Sidvi, you're being too harsh on MSD. He doesn't even play cricket regularly. If you lost it, it was your top and middle order which didn't do well. I agreed with him.
Yeah.
Next one.
I did add that after it.
No, but it doesn't matter.
He added afterwards we blamed
After.
Jadeja, Santner, Fleming.
No, but then wasn't it obvious? Wasn't it obvious?
No.
It was obvious. Because you want to hail Ambati Raidu's knock. You want to hail Shivam Dubé's.
No, of course
so
not.
why focus on the obvious?
I was trolling Doob upstairs only.
So why focus on the
No,
obvious?
but then
They
you
have
could
failed.
have. By the way, I think he played just as many balls as Dhoni did. Shivam Dube. Why did you not blame him and you blame Dhoni?
Why must I blame something which is already broken?
No. That's high. Come on, that's.
But okay.
So the one
but then
who
by
does
your
well, you blame him.
wait.
No, what
But
logic
then
is that?
by your logic, and you've passed this verdict one too many times that Dhoni was never a great when it comes to T20 cricket. Right?
T20I.
T20I cricket.
हाँ.
ठीक है?
I have said he's an IPL legend.
Yeah.
He is a ODI legend.
Yeah.
But never a brilliant T20I finisher. There are examples. India versus England.
Arey, yes, we know that.
He
You
said,
gone
Ambati
through-
Raidu, please. I will do it. This is the same situation. It was a precursor to 2023. Happens. Dhoni miscalculating now. There can never be any kind of an excuse for it. I'm sorry. He didn't show intent from over 16-17 when it was needed. Asking rate of 18 went to
Arey,
20.
but then I knew.
That is why you are all focusing on
This is
Dhoni
what you
now.
call. No, this is what you call placing your innings.
No,
Yes.
it's not.
Arey,
He picked
Chalo,
his
we've
moment.
done enough of Dhoni. LFC Rants, what is he saying?
He says if a player who plays aggressively and gets out early, we say, well, there were a lot of balls left. And vice versa for someone who takes it deep, everyone's style is different. I agree.
Very good LFC Rants.
I think the situation is important.
Completely agree. So let the asking rate go up and then make up the final over. Sid is right. MSD, this is Saurav Mukherjee saying Sid is right. MSD was never a finisher in T20. He played, T20I, sir.
Yes.
T20 was a finisher. He played for 10 years in international cricket and he won nothing on his own.
No?
See,
But we are not talking about T20Is.
Yes.
In IPL, he's done it many times. He almost did it today.
Yeah.
Credit for him to have taken this game. A shot here and there, and the result would have been very different. Next,
it's the beauty of hindsight.
Hariharan Vishwanathan says irresponsible from MS Dhoni to come at 8. It should have been 6 or 7. Is he there to only come and hit 2 sixes every match?
This is what I'll give one more. The one comment was Mahi aaj bhi maar raha hai. Correct. I never denied it. But he should have started hitting from a little earlier.
That I agree. Ahead of Dube and
Exactly. What would have
Dube
happened?
and Raidu.
20 of 28, 30
Shivam.
15. Koi baat nahi.
Next.
Fine. That's okay.
Nah, we took this comment.
we've taken it.
that's happened.
By the way, this is a good point that Rakesh Bhushan talks about. Dhoni didn't run 2 or 3. Is he past his age? Rakesh, I think he still has some sort of a niggle in the knee.
Yeah.
First match.
Yeah, because there were a couple of occasions where he could have sprinted. The old MS Dhoni would have.
Yes.
He didn't. But I don't think that's where you lost the game.
Nah.
Yeah, definitely not.
You lost it 4 overs ago. Of course you did.
Are you going to say that for everything now?
Yes, I will. 4 overs. Yes.
Oh, yeah. We
Piyush
could have had
Nandre
a-
says, please do a poll. Whoever agrees with Sid. We'll put it as a, not on a live discussion, but as a post. So you can vote in there right after this show. He says, is it MS Dhoni's fault? Dhoni is batting at 8 and one day we may see Dhoni batting at 11. He should bat at 5 and 6. I think most people are.
Most people are, yeah, the common sentiment does seem to be that Dhoni should have batted higher.
5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say it again.
Shutanu Mondal says from Boston, concerns Indian World Cup middle order 4, 5, 6 are a concern. Shreyas is out. Sky, Hardik as batters. KL, Sanju all struggling, difficult to play World Cup final.
Hey, too early to make this assessment.
Yeah.
Far too early.
Let's wait for Sanju Samson after 10 games.
I mean,
Only
to
after.
be
He
fair,
started the trend.
huh,
2 good
No,
games.
he may not even be in the middle order,
Yeah,
yeah,
he won't be.
not
To
at
be
this
fair.
rate.
to be fair.
Yep.
Okay, just a reminder, if you have still not started playing it, it's never too late. Go on to sportstak.com or download the Sportstak app, because there's a game that you can play there which is very different to fantasy cricket, but rewards are very high. You can have your own cash wallet, and on that you can stand a chance to win a lot of money. But why it's different from a fantasy game where you pick a 11, it's pretty much simple. Here it's far more interesting and requires a cricketing acumen, because this is called the cricket exchange. It's like a stock market of players. They're going up, going down. All you need to do is, before a game, predict the top 3 gainers in terms of their stock. top 3 losers. Remember, there are already stock prices there based on their performances so far and the prices that they were sold on. So you have to predict the percentage growth or drop. So who are the top 3 gainers in the game between CSK RR? You've got Akash Singh, the debutant. His stock has risen 19.45%.
He went to like 40 runs.
But he got a wicket also, plus was his debut.
Maybe
game and also
debut.
no,
Yeah.
best price.
Exactly. Why is his stock risen? His stock is so low.
Very low anyway.
If he had to get 1 wicket, it'll see it shoot. Similarly, someone like a UZ Ashwin with a very high stock price,
They're nowhere.
One
They'll have to
wicket
take
will
a 5
not
or
bring it.
6 wickets.
3 wickets, 4
wickets.
That will take it 20%. So that's the difference. That's why I say this is where you have to apply your brain to figure out who the. So there's a good chance you punt on a lesser known player because even a slight performance
Means it shoots up.
correct. So that's why Devin Conway, his stock has also gone up. Opening value was at 200, gone to 238, 19% rise there. Tushar Deshpande stock has gone up by 18.7%.
Yep.
Okay.
You have to look at losers.
Okay, here are the top 3 losers. Ambati Raidu, no surprise because his stock price is anyway very high at 395. It's dropped to 316. Imagine if you held the share of an Ambati Raidu, it would have really hurt you.
Taken a beating.
19.9% drop in his share price. Jason Holder has also seen it drop from 381 to 325, 14% drop. Sanju Samson, no surprises there. Look at his stock price. He was so high at 575. It's dropped to 514. That's a 10% drop.
Yeah.
So if you had got all these predictions right, you would have won a massive. So whatever your wallet and how many ever money you decide to put in this particular contest, if you got your prediction right, it could have quadrupled or something like that. You'll know exactly how much when you go and participate in the contest. So do check it out.
Bloodbath for Ambati Raidu and Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
Absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, but I do feel
What's
for
it called in marketing terms?
what?
Something falls like that or something. Bloodbath.
Bloodbath.
A bear run.
In the red.
Bear run is when it goes really high.
That's a bull run.
Oh yeah, that's a bull.
That's
run. My
bull,
bad.
yeah.
That's a
Bear
bear
is-
run.
Yeah.
Bear
But
is
Jason
down.
Holder's
Bear is
stock seems like that, you feel like a very good IPO and everything, but it failed to get listed on that.
Yes.
So he's barely getting to
For
play.
Ambati Raidu, you need a circuit breaker. No trading. It will go even further now.
Okay, any more questions we can take?
Let's see.
What, Shivam?
This is on the phone.
Oh
It's
boy.
already open वहाँ पे.
No, that was he was.
Okay, just stop somewhere. Abhinav Singh is saying, please Siddharth, my request, don't support CSK. Please always blame Dhoni.
I am not blinded by all the things that has happened in the case of MS Dhoni. He had already lost the game 4 overs back.
Arey, yeah.
Yes. Now,
Okay.
because he got you just 3 runs just short of the target, doesn't absolve him of whatever he had failed in the previous 3 overs. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. This is not MS Dhoni of 2013. He has to realize. This is 2023.
Acha, Love Karantur, our constant watcher from the US of A, has a question. We can try and answer it.
Oh.
Better white ball batsman, Dhoni or Yuvraj, both at their prime.
That's a tough one.
It's a very tough one.
But pick
I
anyone.
would go Yuvraj. Yuvraj Singh.
I'll also go Yuvraj.
Yeah, actually same.
Same.
I don't think that was that tough then.
That's not too
Same.
Shivam's
Oh,
also
Shivam.
going Yuvraj Singh. As a batsman. Dhoni, I think, as a cricketer, because of his acumen as a captain also.
Yes.
But is just look at pure batsmanship. Oof, Yuvraj was the gold standard.
When he used to time the ball, man, that bat.
Yeah. I mean, I think, you all know I'm a huge Brian Lara fan. The only one who comes close to in terms of aesthetically watching, like beauty of strokes, it is Yuvraj Singh. On his day, he made batting look so easy.
Yeah.
And because you're talking about Dhoni and Yuvraj, I'm always reminded of that scene in the film.
Yes.
When they're playing the under 22.
You know, the first time that.
First time they meet.
Yes. when
And
you
by
were-
the way, I have spoken to both Yuvraj and Dhoni about that.
Yes.
Personally, about that.
That was their
That
first
was story.
engagement.
Yes, though Yuvraj.
Virtual engagement once, because
No,
they
no,
never
no.
really talked.
No, the first time they saw each other.
Yeah.
So I've.
Was it that Yuvraj 358?
Yes, yes. That was in Jharkhand. They played, they went, and I know another story also of that thing. So I've spoken to Yuvraj, by the way, on that story. as I asked him that, and it's on record. I think it's still on my Instagram. I chatted with him during Corona, so I did an Insta live. So I asked him about that film. That I said I love the scene. And is it true the way it's shown, this and that? So he said, yeah, it's pretty much true. Only thing, I didn't have a bike, which obviously at that time, because he was in a different city, he couldn't have been having a bike coming to the ground. Because there they show he comes on a bike to the ground.
Comes on a bike.
But he is actually traveling to Jharkhand to play a match, so he couldn't have had a bike. So say I didn't have a bike, but he does remember the bit, that knock and all. And interesting thing, which is a story I'd heard about that knock from some people about Yuvraj Singh's that knock, and I asked Yuvraj that story. So the story that I'd heard was that because his dad was such a hard task master, so once he scored 300 or something, so that day his friends in the evening, all his Punjab teammates told him कि wow यार यूवी आज तो बहुत अच्छा खेला है तू, आज तो पापा को फोन लगा and you know STD line and tell him to. So Yuvi told his friends, are you mad? He'll scream at me saying कि तूने 400 के लिए बनाया. And I said, I've heard this story, is it true? He said, yeah, it is true. I got it, but didn't call my dad because my dad would have said, you're batting so well and there was so much time left in the match, why did you not get 400? And I told MS also when I met him that out of all the scenes in the film, that was my favorite scene, the introduction of
this reminds me of Shubman Gill missing out on his century in Australia and his father saying, you know, he should have gotten there. Yes.
No, but this is a young Yuvraj, never played for India, that kind of a situation. Actually that story was telling you that only, that they were small town boys, right? And here they come across a suave Chandigarh boy, rich guy,
bike, which is why they're probably
so he says that makes and fancy kit, and he's like, we are like small town, so he lost it. And what I liked was that the way they narrated that story could have been in the film as an incident. So they would have shown like Dhoni is playing there and match happens, just like in linear mode. It wasn't like in linear mode. How it happens is Dhoni goes for the tournament, cut to Dhoni comes back from the tournament and he's back and his friends want to know how it happened, and so they come to his house, knock, and he's not opening the door. He's very upset. They call him, what happened? So what happened in the match? So he said, chalo, I'll tell you a story. So it's in flashback. Where he says, I got 57. So he narrates day one, we batted.
I think they lost by an innings and Yuvraj Singh's.
Exactly.
He said, no, Bihar ke score se 4 runs zyada, something like that.
Yeah, that's the dialogue. So he dhaga khol. So he talks about, so he says, maine 57 banaya, I was very happy or something like that, right? Because selectors were watching. So he feels very happy, I got a 50. Then he's like, we bowl, first wicket falls very early. We are even more happy. He says, then he says, walks in certain Yuvraj Singh. And then they field for 2 days.
Absolutely. Yuvraj Singh
straight.
Absolutely decimates them. That 358.
So Sports Warrior says
absolutely agree except for the last part.
What is it? Read what Sports Warrior.
Sports Warrior saying same thing happened in 2019 World Cup semi-final. If Dhoni could have scored earlier, Jadeja won't have been under pressure and India could have won.
No, I don't agree with that.
Absolutely.
I think that game I agree with what happened in 2019. I think Dhoni should have taken a charge a bit earlier. I don't agree with that happened today. Today Dhoni was the aggressor. I think Jadeja could have done better.
But India could have won? Nah, that would have not happened.
Could have. Had Dhoni been there, why? He could have smashed 20 per over.
This was Dhoni fading from that peak. I'm sorry.
After how many years? 4 years after that, look at him today. Has he faded?
You lost.
Come on.
You lost still there by 3 runs.
Have a heart. What is Shubhan Garg saying? Please somebody take it.
Concerning thing is that only Virat and Rohit seem to be able to hit bowlers bowling 150 Ks. Major international teams have bowlers who bowl at that pace. Who will hit them in ODI World Cup is what he's asking, I guess. Hardik has struggled against bowlers who bowl at 150 Ks with chest high balls.
Firstly, I don't agree. The one who hits 150k very well is Surya Kumar Yadav, just that he is not in form. That's one thing. I also don't think that KL Rahul also has any issue with pace. He's never been the one that's got hurried. The only question marks have been.
No, the other is the opposite. He doesn't get hurried at all.
Okay.
Consistent. Very consistent. Is your phone charging slowly now?
No, my phone charges at a good pace.
It's
Like
all
who?
to do with
MS
the.
Dhoni.
It's no longer got to do with the wallpaper.
Nothing's got to do with the wallpaper anymore. Oh my goodness.
You didn't put that reaction on, did you?
The wallpaper one I did, yeah, it was there. It was there.
I know.
It's too good a reaction to not put it.
No, yesterday Surya Kumar Yadav, the unfortunate poor guy. I mean, there's a saying, na, the sky is the limit. I proved them wrong. Poor guy, yeah. Poor guy.
Acha, final question. RD for Shane.
Yes.
Chelsea doesn't deserve Champions League.
I
Game
agree.
tonight?
Yes, Real Madrid.
Madrid game tonight. Yesterday's
Madrid.
game, what a game. City.
3-0.
That goal by Rodrigo. Oh, my
Oh, what a
God.
brilliant shot that was. What a
I'm going to be watching tonight as well.
Madrid.
Madrid playing and Chelsea's tomorrow?
No, Madrid is playing Chelsea tonight.
Sorry,
Tonight.
Madrid Chelsea tonight.
It's at the Bernabeu
In 12 minutes.
Napoli AC Milan
tonight.
Tonight.
also tonight.
Yes, they're having two matches, no?
Yeah.
So yesterday Inter played Benfica 1-2-0 and City lost.
So
City
nothing.
beat Bayern.
Bayern, 3-0,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
One more super chat.
Varun Parvat Naini is telling me, come on, CSK fan news making you rant on MSD. No! It has got nothing to do with
He
CSK
said it's a
fan.
perfectly timed inning. Please read
But
that.
it was a perfectly timed. Imagine last ball 6, we would have hailed him. I would say
I
one
agree.
thing. Yes, see, we would have all been jumping with joy, but then calmly, if you collect your senses, why every single time? Why?
I mean, there is a last ball of the match for a
I know.
reason, na?
5-1, but every time it can't be 6 or 4.
If you're
Every time
batting
it can't
first,
be.
will you take that opportunity away from that last?
देखो, 19.4 over का match कर रहे हैं.
Exactly. Why are you leaving it to the last two balls to get 200 runs? Or leave the target
for two
at
reasons.
190.
For two reasons. One, your heart becomes very weak.
What? Arre?
Heart becomes very weak. And second, बहुत हो गया यार. Please.
Okay, Sanjeev Singh says, just see what MS Dhoni said in the press conference. You will understand why Dhoni doesn't it in 16 and 17. Okay.
Please tell.
Please
light
tell.
blue.
You're light blue. So
You're light blue, please.
One second. What is what MS Dhoni has said? He said, I think in the middle overs we needed a bit more strike rotation. There wasn't too much for the spinners, but they had experienced spinners and we could not rotate strike. It was not that difficult and the ownership of the loss should come from the batters. It was good that we could reach striking distance as we were the last pair. It really affects net run rate when you get into the last phase of the tournament. So they're kind of okay by getting it so close even though they've lost. You see the field, see the bowler and what the bowler is trying to do. After that, just stand still and wait for them to commit the mistake. See, if they bowl in good areas, then good luck to them. I would wait for it, and that is something which has worked for me. You need to back your strength, and my strength is to hit straight. There has been a bit of dew, and once the ball went out to the outfield, it became easier for the batters. Overall, I was very happy with the bowlers. I really didn't know it was my 200 game as skipper, and milestones don't really matter for me. It is about how you're performing and the result. I agree with the last part. I don't think he cares much about milestones.
He doesn't.
He's passed on it.
Yeah. Except he just would have added one more thing. That was my strength. Now it is no longer his strength.
they lost by 3 runs.
Yeah.
You think they lost by 30?
And he
Yeah.
operated at
And
a
it
strike
feels
rate
like
of 188.
yeah, it feels like as if he played 30 balls for 28 runs.
Yeah.
See, this
That's your making
criticism
it
was valid in 2019, where he actually did not take the initiative at all, then got out.
Or that 2015 knock in the semi-final against Australia,
correct.
where they were losing all right, but it
Yeah.
didn't seem any.
Lost
And incidentally, in that he said 15 runs, nah, I had given up. 15 runs per over. No, we had given up. There was no way it was happening.
मेरा एक question,
Yes, Shiva.
अगर धोनी लास्ट बॉल पे छक्का मार देता तो क्या सिडबी सर पूरे सेट में चुप बैठते इतना ही बोलते?
Shivam, our producer, has a question for Siddharth.
Okay.
What if that last ball MS hit a 6 and CSK won? Then would you have spoken as much as you are speaking now in the
Yes.
chat, or would you have kept quiet?
I would have still spoken.
What would you have said?
I would have said, okay, once again, Dhoni covers up his flaws by hitting a last ball 6 and giving CSK a win. Yeah, I mean,
अच्छा,
और
could we-
क्या चाहिए यार?
Could एक second, could
बच्चे
we-
की जान
could what do you अच्छा, would that have made for a good title? Can we whatever you said, would title डाल सकते थे?
yeah, we can. Yes. You
MS
covered up
Dhoni
your
papers over
flaws.
cracks.
Yes. Yes. 16, 17, you lost it there. I'm sorry. You are trying to ensure that, okay, yes, 32 of 18 year, but you lost it when you were 16 or 17.
So title would have been Dhoni saves his blushes.
Yes. Of course. Dhoni lost this ability in 2019. That's it. He cannot do that template anymore. He's assuming that it is a strength. Dream on.
Chalo, shall we?
This was nice.
Okay, Nikhil sir, what do you think about UV? Don't you think he deserves more respect? Of course, I think. For me, in my books, I think
Greatest
one
match
of
winner
in white ball cricket, probably the greatest match winner that you
But
can
who doesn't give Yuvraj Singh the
Yeah, but
respect? I think he's very well respected
absolutely.
anyway.
I agree with you.
In 2002 Champions Trophy with the field and with the bat.
I can think of so
7-11.
many innings.
Exactly.
So many innings.
Against England, he had so many moments.
I'll start, just top of my head. 2003, we all remember for the Sachin inning, that centurion game, but the knock that UV
50
played
or 44.
towards the end, you could have still lost from there when Sachin got out to Shoaib Akhtar. That knock, outstanding. Another inning that stands out in my, I'm not talking about the big hundreds. The 2011 quarterfinals against Australia.
Oh,
What a knock.
Drive of Brett Lee.
Yes.
Man. Vintage.
From that situation to have won them the game.
the ball also, yeah, that
Natwest?
tournament.
NatWest, of course.
Yeah,
but those are
NatWest.
more popular ones, right? Everyone knows. But I'm saying like there's so many underrated knocks. over there.
2002 Champions Trophy semi-final, 62,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
partnership with Rahul Dravid.
Yeah.
Then those two catches, brilliant. And of course, 2000 Champions Trophy, both against Australia and South Africa. South Africa at 41, tackling Alan Donald at his peak.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Incredible.
And against England, 2 matches, 2008, 104 wickets, 104 wickets.
And I think aesthetically, when in flow, he was
Aside for the
champagne,
gods.
champagne material.
A sight for the
Yeah.
gods. That was Yuvraj Singh.
That I agree.
Yep.
Chalo, see you.
See you tomorrow.
See
Bye-bye.
you tomorrow.
Good night.
Punjab versus Gujarat.